I love conspiracy theories. Always have. I've always been interested in things from the moon landing to, JFK assassination to aliens, just different things that's always intrigued me. But one thing that is really has intrigued me, only eating God's food, is I have become much closer to God. I feel much closer to everything around me, Mother Nature, the earth itself. I feel much more centered. I am completely control of all of my emotions. I haven't got sick since starting carnivore diet. Only the food God had made for us. And I've been on it for over 300 days, and I have not been sick not one time. I read about this and I watched other videos about this, and I thought it was just made up. Like, everybody catches a cold, everyone catches the flu. There's so many things. I haven't even got the sniffles, not one time. Now, prior to me starting this, I was sick at least every other month. I would catch a cold, I'd catch the flu, I would feel bad, and all of that has went away. It's absolutely crazy. I feel better than I did in my 20s. So going back to conspiracy theories a little bit, is our food tainted? The highly ultra-processed foods, the chemicals in our food, the pollution all around us, microplastics that we're ingesting every single day, are these things keeping us from being closer to God? I think so. Ever since, again, I started carnivore diet, I have continued to be closer to God. Now, I've always believed in God. I've always prayed. But I never felt a connection that I do today. And I still don't think it's strong enough or where it's going to be. I need to continue to give God all my praise for everything that He has done for me. I look at sometimes when you have something that impacts your life overall. Like me, I had a heart attack a year and a half ago, completely caught off guard that I had cardiovascular disease. Never in a million years did I think I had cardiovascular disease. But after my heart attack, obviously I looked at what was me, why did this happen to me, etc. Now I look at it's probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. Why do I say that? Is since my heart attack and discovering of healing my body only through food, not through medicine, that I have started to heal and repair my heart failure. I feel absolutely amazing. I worked out this morning for an hour and a half, me and my wife did. Leg day, did heavy leg presses, extensions, did 135 for lunges, 135 pounds, on my back for lunges set of 10. And I feel absolutely amazing this morning. I haven't ate yet. I only usually eat 2 meals a day. And it's usually, it's God's food only. But why do I keep saying, or why am I going back to this? I watched the video this morning. It was a Tim Waltz video about how Generation Z, a church attendance has quadrupled. There's a movement happening today in America. I can feel it. I can see it. Seeing the church attendance from the youth today is skyrocketing, is absolutely amazing. The party generation that I grew up in, I wish I would have not. There's so many things I put in my body when I was really young. I cannot go back and fix any of that. But now that I know that only eating the food that God made for us, and I seriously look at beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, that's what I eat because as of today, I'm still metabolically unhealthy. But I think for a younger generation, a Generation Z, for example, that is metabolically healthy. One way that you can still become closer, even more to God, is to only eat His food. And that's single ingredients. I'm not saying you need to go on carnivore as me, because I'm trying to heal my heart, trying to heal my body overall from the decades of abuse of ingesting these chemicals. But from Generation Z standpoint, if you want to be closer to God, how much closer do you think you could be if your body was in tune to hearing God more? And by not ingesting the chemicals that we ingest every single day. So I would highly recommend just going on a single ingredient food. just eat single ingredient food. Try it for 30 days and then maybe see if you can do it for 60. It's a food elimination diet. So what can you eliminate from your diet that is processed? It's not single ingredient. So what are some single ingredient foods that you can eat? Obviously, red meat, chicken. I would be very careful to make sure that it's organic, no antibiotics chicken. Same thing with your beef. If you can get grass-fed, grass-finished beef, I would get that. Do not eat any seed oils. Cook everything in butter or ghee. You can have eggs. Eggs, whole eggs. Don't take out the yolk. I used to do that for 15 years. That is so nutritious that you need to ingest the yolk. Again, you're being metabolically healthy. You can have fruit. I would try to get it from a local farmer's market to keep from having any glyphosate in it, any chemicals. Make sure that it was grown naturally. You can have vegetables, but again, I would try to get it from a farmer's market or grow your own. Again, single ingredient, food that grows in the earth, food that God made for us. I think natural honey. You can have honey from time to time, just like our ancestors did. You shouldn't have massive amounts of it. I don't think you should eat it every day, but you can have it every now and then. Again, your body will probably thrive off of that. Again, thinking of through what was in the Bible of the foods that they ate in those times. They didn't eat bread that was highly processed. They ate non-leavened bread, bread from just 3 ingredients. Again, fruit, some vegetables, goat meat, any rendered meat. It's made healthy. If you eat bacon, I would look at the ingredient list on anything that you eat. I went to Costco yesterday and I was trying to find some bacon. And it looks like you can find uncut or uncured bacon and look at the ingredients on every single pack, and every one of them had sugar in it, had dextrose in it. I just wanted straight bacon. So the only place I can find to get that is from my local butcher, and I have to buy a lot of it, like $200 worth, so they make it all just for me. But it's worth it because I know that it has no chemicals and it's from single source. So again, if you want to become closer to God, especially for the Generation Z out there, that is increasing your church attendance, it has quadrupled, and wanting to become closer to God, try eliminating all these processed foods and just go single ingredient. You will be amazed how you feel. You will feel absolutely amazing. I know I do, being 300 days and eating just the food that God made for us. Not only will you thrive, but you'll want to be closer to God even more because you'll be able to feel Him, feel His presence, and then you can eliminate other things that is around us. So, just my 2 cents. This is something that I wish I would have done. I wish I would have taught my kids to do. Is just eat food that God made for us. You will be absolutely amazed how you feel. Just try for 30 days. I promise you, you will feel better than you have felt in years. Just be very mindful of anything that you put in your body. If it has more than one chemicals, just don't eat it. Just try for 30 days and see what happens. So for me, it's beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That's what I eat. I eat that 2 meals a day. And you can eat beef in many different ways, from steak, ground beef. I put some salt on it. That's it. And, a year and a half ago, I was in heart failure. I had an ejection fraction of around 25%. And they wanted to put a defibrillator in me and said, you're not going to be able to, recover from this. But my newest doctor that I hired, 6 months ago, Dr. Philip Avedi, said that's absolutely false. And you can absolutely heal your heart as well as stabilize your cardiovascular disease by eating only meat or only eating an animal-based keto diet. And I've eliminated all carbs, all processed foods, and not only has my heart recovery happened, I am now thriving. I feel better than I did in my 20s. So try it out. Just give it 30 days. I guarantee you want to go 60, and then within 6 months, you'll be like, wow, I feel better than ever, or if you're already feeling great, I guarantee you'll be closer to God because you'll be able to feel His presence more just from not putting those chemicals and a pollution into your body. And it's the way a human being is supposed to feel. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. God bless.